Welcome to the City of Florissant podcast, your go-to source for news, events, and stories from our beautiful community.
Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Lowery. Welcome to another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. Today I'm with Jimmy Kirincich. Jimmy's our Director of Parks and Rec for the City of Long. Welcome, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Jimmy, how long have you been with the city now?
2 years. I just hit that on March 4th.
Very good. So we always have a lot of great things happening in our parks. Certainly invest a lot in our parks and things. I want to talk about some of the upcoming events and some of the things that are going on at the parks.
Yeah, so we have some of the improvement projects that we're doing right now is we're currently working on the Coke Park soccer field. So we're turning 2 fields in there to kind of premier soccer fields that will have irrigation and be able to host our Empower North County Soccer and other events that come into the city, football, and give them the Florissant residents an opportunity to really have a premier field out there. Also, we're installing basketball courts at Moamphy Park, so we're resurfacing that area and installing 2 new courts up there. Bangor Park's getting resurfaced for their pickleball courts, and then we're looking to install tennis courts and pickleball courts at Dunnigat Park. At the golf course, we're looking to install all new irrigation soon, and then at the Egan Center, the pool, we'll be doing tile replacement, installing a quartz decking system, and then redoing the men's locker room too. So a lot of big improvements this year, and we're excited to get those finally up and running.
Yeah, definitely things that needed to be done. Of course, so we also have new lights out at the Coke Park also for the
Correct.
soccer
Yep.
fields.
We did those last year, so we got all new LED lights and got rid of the old ones that take 20 minutes to warm up. These are instant and cost savings as well. So.
Another thing that we're also going to do is we're going to redo the parking lots at both the JFK and the Egan Center.
Correct. Those will get updated. The police department, and then looking to expand St. Ferdinand as well.
Very good. So a lot of good things happening. What about some programs?
Yep. So programs coming up. We have our first Stop and Shop program coming up. Was it May through October? That'll happen on there, and that's from 4 to 8. And residents can come out, do our little shopping, and pick up any supplies they need, or just take a look at. That's at the JFK Center.
Very good. The other thing I know that you've been working on is the ADA transition plan for the parks. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Mm-hmm. We just wrapped that up, and so we had a WT group came out and did a full external audit of our parks and facilities. And so what that kind of did is, we're always looking to have all of our parks and facilities inclusive so every resident can use it. And so this gave us an opportunity to identify those barriers, and then we could have a plan moving forward to address those and make sure that each park and any amenity that they're welcoming to anyone in the city of Florissant.
Very good. We got all of these things happening, all of these updates. Of course, we got a new maintenance shed at St. Ferdinand Park. Of course, I think we finally got our stages completed at St. Ferdinand Park, and most of the work is done there now. So it should be all ready to go this summer for our summer concert series.
Correct. Yes.
So all of these projects, what does it do for the overall experience for people that are visiting our parks?
I think it just enhances the overall. So when you're looking at purchasing a home, the top things you're looking for, and one of those top 5s is park amenities, and people like to be close to parks, green spaces, and all that. So for what we do every day is trying to expand those to make sure that individuals have a safe community to come to. It's well maintained, and at St. Ferdinand Park, we've done a lot of upgrades. The new maintenance shed there gives our staff an opportunity to house more equipment, make sure they're more organized to maintain the ball fields, all the parks. We did a new amphitheater, which to host our summer concert series to provide a more welcoming experience for that to come out there. But just overall, we got the greenway trails, we got different pickleball, basketball, the pond for fishing. So there's a lot of amenities for everybody to do, and so just enhances that residents and community feel throughout the city.
Yeah, sometimes I get amazed that people are surprised that we have these amenities, and we've had them here forever. And as people are just so surprised about it, even things at the Egan Center, like people don't know we had a theater. People don't tell me, oh, we didn't know you had an indoor swimming pool. It's just kind of amazing to me because we do. I feel like we do a great job getting information out there.
One thing at Egan, too, a lot of people we don't know, 2 years ago we opened up Fusion 314, which is kind of the premier esports lab in the North County area or St. Louis in general. And so kids can come out there. We host birthday parties there. We have 20 high-speed computers, and we have McClure North hosts their tournaments out of there and practice and stuff. And then every Wednesday we have tournaments that you can come and partake, Smash Brothers tournament. And it's been seeing growth. And a lot of kids love to come in there, game, just to come hang out with us. We have concessions and everything. And like I said, Egan has a lot of different things, the ice rink. Then we converted that to the sport court. And so that is a roller rink throughout the off season of the ice rink from April to October. We got the swimming pool, basketball. So it does have a lot of amenities up there.
And esports is kind of amazing to me. I didn't know much about it at all when we went to that. But, I know, like you mentioned, they had high school teams. You can get college scholarships. I think you've had some college.
Yep, we had some staff that actually got college scholarships before esports, and they were a part of our staff, and then went to school in high school and did those esports tournaments and all that stuff, and was able to get a few of their career with that.
So we've talked about a lot of things that are going on now. What about the future? What is your vision for the future for our Parks and Rec department?
Yep. In the next few years, the one thing we're heavily focusing on is deferred maintenance. And so we wanted to really just take a look at all of our parks and catch up on that deferred maintenance. And you can kind of see some of that at St. Ferdinand right now. We just swapped out all the tables. We had a bunch of wood tables that we took care of every year. We swapped those out to a nice metal black table. As you drove around our parks, you saw these blue 55-gallon trash cans. We swapped those out for new black that just kind of give it a cleaner look. And then also we're looking to just expand. So some of the projects that I'm kind of excited for that we've been working on is to install a walking trail in the next few years at St. Ferdinand Park. That would encompass the whole park, would be about a 1.3 mile walking trail. As people go up there, all you see is individuals walking around that. So give them a safe place to walk. And I'm also trying to secure funding for a turf field at Coke Park, so that way we can host more football, soccer programs up there. And, the grass is great, but as it rains, it gets tore up pretty quick. So having a turf field would give those kids an advantage in North County.
And there's not a turf field in North County today?
Not today, not for recreational use. It's the schools have them, but those are limited to those school districts and stuff. So this will be the first recreation turf field in North County that people would be able to rent out for us.
So there's something else. On April 7th, we have a municipal election here in the city of Florissant. There's a proposition with reference to the parks. Would you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the city's putting forward Proposition 1, and what that is it gives the voters an opportunity to provide their feedback on if they want to see any land sale or any leases in our parks and stuff, or anything that it would do major transactions. And so this proposition is strictly just for that, to give the voters and the residents a voice in our park systems, and have that opportunity in the future, if anything does arise, of whether it's selling parkland or creating a long-term lease for a for-profit agency or something like those lines. This would give the voters an opportunity to express whether they want that to happen or not.
Very good. Well, Jimmy, once again, I appreciate all the work that you've done, and certainly your staff. I mean, we have a great staff at the Parks and Rec Department, and certainly appreciate everything they do.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This concludes another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. We are Florissant Strong.